Peace and blessings, beloveds. I'm here to discuss with you homeoprophylaxis, another one of my offerings and services. This is a bit controversial, so I'm going to be using some code language as I discuss this. But homeoprophylaxis is a branch of homeopathy that deals with the education of the immune system towards infectious diseases. And it educates the immune system towards infectious diseases through the administration of nosodes. Nosodes begin as microbial substances, as viruses, as bacteria, as a pathogen or a pathogenic material, pathogenic tissue, infected tissue. And it goes through the process of homeopathic potentization or ultra dilution, whereby the energy of the disease is extracted and there's no more molecules left. So a nosode is pure energy. It is just the energetic imprint of the disease. There is no minute material doses of the disease like in conventional V. This is where I'm going to start using coded language, or the injectable sort of things that we've been hearing a lot about lately. So there's no minute material doses of the disease in a nosode. There's no adjuvants, no additives, no preservatives that are also in conventional Vs. So what happens when somebody takes a nosode is their energetic body sees the information and it triggers the immune system into a immunological response. This is a kind of biomimicry whereby the immune system, because the energetic body thinks that the person has contracted the disease, it stimulates or it activates the immune system into its innate immunological response. And what that means is that what the innate immunological response is the natural physiological process that the human body, that the immune system would engage should they actually have contracted the disease. But very soon after the immunological response begins, the immune system shuts down the immunological response because it realizes there's nothing there, because again, the nosode is pure energy, it's just energetic information. And with that, then the immune system has gained a learning or an understanding, or what we can say has downloaded the information of the disease. And after a certain allotted number of doses of the particular nosode for the disease, the immune system has then archived the information, and it now has a learning, it has the intelligence of the disease. And so what that means is that should the person come in contact with the disease after taking the allotted doses of the nosode, they will either not get the disease altogether, they will not experience symptoms, or should they experience symptoms, it will be in a mild form, often looking like the immunological response that they had when they had the nosode. So again, just to reiterate, homeoprophylaxis is a way of educating the immune systems through the energetics of disease, and there is no material doses of the disease. And in this way, then the immune system is engaged in the natural. It's engaged in the natural physiological response that the immune system would have. It gains learning, it gains understanding. It has a downloaded information, and it's also in line with the earth, because V's have actual material doses of the disease in the injection, and as well as adjuvants, which are often the heavy metals and the formaldehyde, and that is put inside the injection so that it agitates the immune system into creating an antibody response. But an antibody response is not a part of the innate immune system. An antibody response is sort of the final part of the disease process and is part of the adaptive immune system. homeoprophylaxis is engaging the innate immune system, the immune system we are born with, we are God-given with. And so it's a whole system upgrade for the immune system. It's not just a one piece, it's not a one-sided activation of the immune system. And with the injections, with the V, with the adjuvants that are agitating the immune system into creating this unnatural antibody response, what it's actually doing is it's creating an allergic response for the immune system, not the innate immunological response of the immune system. So again, homeoprophylaxis then is in line with the natural intelligence of the immune system and is also in symbiosis with the earth, because it's not interfering with the mutating capacity of viruses and bacteria, which are, hundreds and billion-year-old entities with their own ecosystems and are highly mutating. They mutate probably faster than the speed of light. There's no way we can catch up with the mutation of viruses and bacteria. And so what the homeoprophylaxis is doing is teaching the immune system how to interface with viruses and bacteria or diseases in the earth without interfering with the natural prerogative of, or the natural prerogative and evolution of viruses and bacteria. And in that way, then, we have a whole system upgrade. In homeopathy, we believe everything in nature occurs for a reason, that there is no way that we can eradicate diseases from the face of the earth. This is a different model than the V or the injection model, which is aiming to eradicate diseases from the face of the earth, which is impossible. There is no way we can eradicate diseases. Diseases are a natural phenomenon. It's that just like there is light and dark, we have health and we have disease. And infectious diseases are a part of the Earth's upgrading system as the Earth mutate, as the Earth the Earth is made of trillions and trillions of viruses and bacteria. We have within us billions of viruses within us. Viruses carry genetic code. In fact, we wouldn't be who we are as humans without viruses, because it's viruses that inject the genetic code into our DNA that we need so that we can live in line and in symbiosis with the earth. And so in homeopathy, we are not aiming to eradicate disease from the earth. We are aiming to harness the power that the disease has to offer us, because we believe in homeopathy that everything in nature occurs for a reason, and there is a natural intelligence to the order of life on earth and to the evolutionary progress of life on earth. And so by offering the information of the disease without actually contracting the disease, you are learning learning about the disease. You're gaining the benefits of the disease without actually having to suffer through the disease and potentially risk complications of diseases, or the specific diseases. And again, so in that way, homeopathy or homeoprophylaxis in particular is what I call the future medicine, because it learns how it is the harnessing of intelligence and the evolutionary intelligence of the virome and the biome, so that we can upgrade our immune system so that it can live in symbiotic relationship with the earth, which is in constant upgrade and in constant evolutionary progress, and has its own evolutionary prerogative, and viruses and bacteria will constantly be mutating and changing as the earth evolves. And so if our immune systems are to evolve to match the evolutionary progress of the earth, we also have to get the information of the viruses and the bacteria into our system. And so homeoprophylaxis does just that. It offers the information and the teaching of the immune system of infectious diseases without it actually having to suffer through the disease. So we have nosodes for all diseases known to mankind, not just diseases that there are V's or injections for. We have nosodes for the use, the things that we traditionally think of in terms of infectious diseases like measles, mumps, meningitis, hepatitis, influenza, polio, but we also have for the current disease that is plaguing humanity right now. I don't know a better word to say it, because it's even though it is an upgrade for the immune system, it has been framed and perceived as if it's a plague. So we have nosodes for all diseases known to mankind, and they are upgrading information for the immune system, or teaching information for the immune system. The immune system is a learning system that requires non-self entities engaging with non-self entities so that it learns who it is. The sole prerogative of the immune system is to know, who am I? And to understand who am I, it must be exposed to germs and microbes and viruses and things that it's not. It must be exposed to diseases. It must also go through the process of getting sick so that it learns how to get better, so that it learns to individuate. It learns who it is. The immune system is like the psychic center of the human body. And so by eradicating diseases from the face of the earth, we're actually doing a disservice to the immune system, because we are not teaching it how to work. We are not allowing it to exercise its potential and its muscle memory and its capacity for it to understand who it is. And when it doesn't know who it is, then there is no boundaries between itself and with the disease world. And so homeoprophylaxis is that offering of upgrading your immune system to live in symbiotic relationship with the planet as it evolves. If you have any other questions, if you have some questions about homeoprophylaxis, I would be happy to answer them for you. And if there's any questions regarding the V and injections, and maybe injuries from the V's and injections, or if you have experienced symptoms because you might not have actually received an injection, but have been in proximity with someone who has, and you are now experiencing symptoms from that, there are also ways in homeopathy for us to handle those adverse events or those injuries to the human body because of those injections. So if you have any questions about homeoprophylaxis, you would like to teach your immune system about the virome and the biome, and harness the power and the information and the intelligence of the earth through energetic information, please reach out. Thank you very much. Peace and blessings.